Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gustav's holiday special. There we usually are. So now I'm going to answer questions and do some little special things for this special of specials. But before we start, I am going to shamelessly advertise my own products. My new movie Root of Darkness is out on a German edition, which has English text and stuff like that, and it is a very lovely movie if you want to give someone a gift for this Christmas. I doubt that it will arrive before Christmas if you order it now, but whatever, and I will drop a link to that. Also, for all your 2,000 new viewers, I will also unlock one of my older movies that you can watch if you want to. It's called Kill Team. It has robots. It even have the mech before I painted it grey and updated it in that movie. But now let's get going with the other things. So now let's see what questions we have gotten from you viewers and subscribers and whoever is watching. Can you give us a tasty smoothie recipe? I will see what I can do about that in the kitchen. And for this you need that. But more preferably, you would like to have a proper blender, which I don't have. So this will go instead. So first, we will take the ice cream. Juice, some blueberries, cream, because I ran out of milk, and ammonia bar. And now, let's see what this will taste like. It's pretty damn good. Red TV, what is the plan for the future? Well, a good question. And that is to keep making the stuff I already do to I actually start earning a little bit of money on it, which will basically cover the cost for the broadband so far. So we'll still dig in my storage and making out of stuff I have. So it will be like usual, but I do have some plans for things I want to make that you will find pretty interesting, I hope, because I cannot keep on making Fallout stuff forever. That will be quite boring, so I will make other interesting things from that. So the short answer is, it will be as it's supposed to be, even though some other interesting things has come up, which I can't talk about. Next question! And the next questions come from Commander Moon. What is your favorite idea? It's a very good question. My favorite idea is this one. The views! The views! I will get all the views! Toybox Studio asks, what has been your favorite build so far? That is a very good question, but I think my favorite build was what I did about 2 years ago, when I did the white guy that was supposed to be in the movie ABC So Superhero, but it's going to be end up in another movie instead because I got it back, and I just did it for the interesting challenge of what can I make only with white plastic stuff. So I will possibly make make videos where I do the same kind of challenge but with other colors of plastic I have around, just to see how it will turn out, because it was a really good how it turned out. So that is my favorite build so far. Next question. Dylan Nutt asks, will you read this comment? Yes, I will. I'm doing it right now. How many suggestions have you gotten? A lot. From the same person. Can you become a stereotype? That is a very, very, very good question indeed, which I do have put a lot of thought in on a kind of regular basis, due to after YouTube actually have started to care about us, with some other YouTubers said that they don't. I got emails, which we have met them on several occasions, and we have talked to the personnel of YouTube, and we have talked about metadata and how to use all the things. And due to, I can actually see, if you just put me in the category of YouTuber, I would say like being a stereotypical YouTuber is like having a very over-exaggerated personality of yourself, which I kind of have, because, you know, I'm not a British person, which I usually like to talk about in that kind of way. Anyway, but, because it's going to be a long answer, the stereotypical is like having other YouTubers talking about other YouTubers, or a YouTuber is complaining about YouTube. You become like one with your channel, and you basically talk about different things and upload every day. And they actually mentioned that you had the idea that you can pump up every day, which I can't do. I will do this once a week, maybe. And right now I keep that up, but I don't know about the future for that. But I will have videos when they are ready, and when the build is not complete, but complete in a way that I can show you this, and actually you can actually see that you can build this by yourself, which is the point of this, because I don't think I'm going to do really overcomplicated build with that. So sorry for the long answer, but I think I can become a stereotype of myself in different ways, but as a YouTuber, possibly I will be. I have no idea. It's usually for someone else to judge. Next questions. Lassi Tarvainen asks, what got you... Sorry for butchering your name. What got you into making YouTube videos? Well, first of all, it was because basically that Indiemogle stopped existing, because Google bought them up, and then they removed the fun people and replaced them with one person. You can check that out on their YouTube page, which is Indiemogle. Anyway, so I thought that like, if no one else is making the content I want to see every week that I'm interested in, I will do it myself. So I started doing that. That's why my first video is kind of like Indiemoogle's, and then I branched off into my own style of making it. So I think that is the answer for that. So, next questions come from CManFTVX80. Good name. Can you make a full Predator gear and or full Alien the movie gear? I would love to make that at some point. But if you want to see a really cool Alien build, I would recommend my good friend Pilerud. I will link his channel if I can. He made a full set of alien costume gear, which was really cool. But yeah, I do like these movies very much. And now next question from the same person. What do you like better, printer or alien? Let's find out. So, here we have well-designed monster and a grey thing. The grey thing can absolutely mess up your life because it's irritating when papers get stuck in it. This thing can mess you up by killing you. This thing has electricity. This does not conduct electricity. What we know of. This is very, very, very cool. Originally designed by H.R. Geiger, one of my favorite things. This is designed by someone. I think the winner is the alien. Also, yes, I do realize that that was a typo. That was probably made in an autocorrection. But it was still damn funny. And I do understand that it would be Predator. Next questions come from La Taberna de Jose, I guess. Where do you get the ideas for all? I have absolutely no clue. My brain is working in really, really weird ways. And now this will branch into a very interesting segment here. This comes from Lockheed Raptor, I hope that is right. And she actually made a Doom costume! Thank you so much! That is really cool. I love to see when you people are inspired and make stuff that I show how to do. Or make your own stuff. Send in stuff! I like to look at it, what you make. Viewers, with this terrible share. Yes, it's the share that's going to be replaced. Anyway, she also asked a question. Why did you start creating cosplay suits? Well, I told you this in my last little Q&A, but the story is that I wanted to make movie monsters since I was 8 years old, and then conventions come along and stuff, and my friend said to me, do you know that you can compete in costume making? Because Gustav, you're really good at making costumes! And I thought, okay! And I was hooked, apparently. But now I don't compete with cosplay stuff anymore. I just make them anyway. And she also asked, which game and game characters is your favorite and why? And that is a absurdly hard question to answer because there are so much really fun and interesting characters that I like, so I will probably have hard to mention one, but I'm gonna to mention one that I'm really fond of because I like the game and how absurd it is, and it's actually a Postal series. I do like the Postal dude and the whole satire of Postal, and you can think whatever you think about me, but I love the absurdity of these games. And if you just think they are a bunch of violence, look closer, there are a lot of satire. You will laugh about it. Anyway. And now, next question is coming from an idiot who asked me, are you a big fan of Donald Trump? Of course I am! He's the fucking entertaining as hell! But I do think he's a terrible, terrible, terrible person to be in politics. Because he's basically Berlusconi, the former president of Italy, which was really interesting. They are very similar, so basically if you want to look up how that will be, basically look at when Italy had Berlusconi, it will probably be quite similar, I think. Very entertaining, but I don't think it's very good for the country. And now, another question from the same idiot. What is the difference between an egg and a pomegranate? Well, I think a biologist could answer this, but I will just say I think they taste different. And now, another question. Why don't you grow a mustache? Well, because I already think I'm basically a pedophile at this point. I have a big white van that is filled with candy, so I don't think the mustache will help. That answer was not a serious answer, if you don't notice that by the sarcasm. And here comes a question from Saint Jack. Any plans for Killing Floor 2 props to celebrate the full release of the game on both PS4 and PC? I have never played Killing Floor 2, but if I do and find it fascinating, I will. So I cannot promise that, but it looks fun, I think, what I have seen on gameplay footage. And now, a question from Aragon, I think it is. I hope you get popular someday, man. Yes, I also hope that I get popular someday. Because I was not the popular cool type in school. I was the nerd. Which I guess you probably have figured out at this point. And now to other stuff. About you people that have started subscribing under this year. That I was completely wrong about my guessing that what would be the most common people to subscribe to me. So I'm wrong. Like, people who actually are in kind of my age are subscribing. But girls, you don't seem to not be very interested in his stuff. And now we have come to the part where I have to talk about you who are alone in your country to subscribe and watch this. Like you who are in Saudi Arabia. Please tell me how you find this and what make you interested, because I think that's really interesting. Also, Kyrgyzstan, a country which I'm really fascinated by, because basically I know nothing about it more than like some very small documentary I saw some years ago. And one of you is watching there. I think it's fascinating. And also you in Dominican Republic, next to Haiti. You are also one person in your country subscribing to this. I think it's interesting. Yes, because this channel has grown with 2,000 subscribers in a year, which I think is fantastic also. Some people say, well, you don't have much subscribers. Well, I don't know. They will come, I hope. You find interest in building stuff. So, with that, I just want to say Happy New Year and stuff like that, because I am going to take time off from now on to after New Year. And with that said, I usually say these things that I'm not gonna make anything or just gonna lie on the couch or something. And I'm just ended up playing video games, then feel like that was interesting, and then I go out here and build stuff again. So there's no guarantee. I might punch out more stuff, who knows. But thank you all sincerely for supporting me and all the lovely comments and things like that. And I hope this holiday special will be satisfying for your answers and things.